Which state do you think is home to the most remote state high point east of the Mississippi River? I think it's Michigan, and that it's not even close. This is Mount Arvin. Mount Arvin is located in Michigan's Upper Peninsula, where it rises to an elevation of 1,979 feet. That makes it the 38th highest state high point in the United States. Specifically, Mount Arvin is located in the northwestern part of the UP, far from any major town and down 26 miles of logging roads, making it more remote than you'd expect for a high point in the eastern US. But while Mount Arvin may be remote, it isn't particularly difficult to climb, which probably isn't surprising given its modest elevation. If you're able to successfully navigate the maze of logging roads that lead to the trailhead, then reaching the summit only requires about a half-mile hike with limited elevation gain. The summit is mostly forested, but there are a couple of places that offer great views of Lake Superior, which is located only about 8 miles to the north. Now, interestingly, we didn't actually know that Mount Arvin was the highest point in Michigan until the 1980s. Up until then, it was believed that Mount Curwood, located only about 5 miles southwest of Mount Arvin, was the highest point in the state. It wasn't until 1982 that we discovered that Mount Arvin was actually 1 foot higher. Even more interesting is the fact that despite being higher than Mount Curwood, Mount Arvin still isn't technically the highest landform in the state. You see, about 7 years ago, the National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration determined that a mine tailings waste pile elsewhere in the Upper Peninsula was actually about 20 feet higher than Mount Arvin. However, that tailings pile isn't considered the state high point because it's entirely man-made. Would you visit Mount Arvin? Let me know in the comments and be sure to follow for the remaining state high points.